As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on town, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Two and a throw right away. He finds his man complete. That's Norton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And the Dolphin first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Get it. Big team.
Now Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. H.A. once more. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
They felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Oh, my son. Joe. Away. Hey.
Throwing Nix. The kicker here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
10 yards on the
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Catching, armor, throw. Away. Get him.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
To throw, here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Off the play fake, Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Bombers. Oh, my son. Joe. Ready. Away.
To throw is Nix. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Captain. Oh, my son. Bombers. Ready.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he'll go down at the 28. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Chill, chill, chill. Hold on, set. Ready.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Nix looking to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the side. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Broncos 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now 2nd and 3. Nix to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Captain. Bombers. Chill.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Harvey will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
21G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Two and a throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
First down, Miami.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Dolphins 21, Broncos 14. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Here's a 2nd and 7. That escapes the sack. That is caught by Bryant. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Pat Bryant, 70 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the kind of offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
29 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready.
On first down, back to Achane. And he's got it to about the 40. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
All right, come on. Hey, 21, cheer. All right, go ahead, go.
Tua going to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down, Dolphins.
Up the middle, Achane. He'll take it inside the 25. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Solo left Zion. 21G.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Looking to pass. Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete. And he was looking for Jalen Waddle there. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Captain. Chill.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
Bombers.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Captain. Chill.
Back to throw. Nix. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard.
Bombers, ready. All right, catching.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But two good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Captain. Ready. Joe.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
To kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Second and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9.
Come on, come on.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Right here.
Waddle, the motion man, right.
Be ready, be ready.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing Nix.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hold on a second. Captain, Joe.
To throw, here's Nix.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bombers. Hold on a second. Olay. Ready. Captain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10.
Hold on a second. Ready.
Here's Nix once more.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
To throw is Nix.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready, turbo 3, 20, TX. 21G. Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards.
And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Dolphins 31, Broncos 28. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a yard. Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
You'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Man Sutton, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Nix.
And he's going to have to hook up with Sutton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to the air with Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Chill. Hold on, set. Ready.
Nix to the air. Well, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready, team. Hey, 21 TA. Watch it, Oscar.
Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Tua. Connecting with Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
21G. 20, TX.
Now Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's second down and 3. Throwing Tua.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Here's Tua.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another try, second and 10 now.
Solo left Zion.
Tua.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds.
Here comes second down.
Ready, shot. Ready, T. Quick. Longer, long.
Tagovailoa.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down.
Watch it up.
One final try for Tagovailoa. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to